Well, the race for the Democratic Party's nomination for president now full speed ahead.
Yeah, big night tonight. The first debate taking place down in Miami, right here in Florida, finishing only minutes ago.
Yeah, the crowded field of 20 White House hopefuls split into two groups of 10. The first group going head-to-head tonight. And ABC Action News reporter Ryan Smith is leading off our Democracy 2020 coverage tonight with brand new analysis now of who separated themselves from the rest of the pack. Ryan.
Paul, you know, tonight we just stepped out of the venue as this night one of the Democratic primary debate just wrapped up, as you said minutes ago, and I can tell you it really was a marathon of sprints tonight. 2 hours jam-packed with Q&A, and with 10 candidates taking the stage, it all boils down to fewer than 9 minutes for each candidate to really make their case, sell their message, and sell themselves to the American public. Topics were not a surprise tonight, ranging from health care to immigration, guns to climate change. Senator Elizabeth Warren, the front runner tonight, out the gate receiving the most mic time we noticed, but we saw 2 or 3 others really stand out with the audience. 2 important topics were hit on tonight, crucial to Florida politics, both happening just a short drive from right here in downtown Miami. Gun violence and the Parkland school shooting, and immigration, and specifically children held at migrant facilities, including the one in Homestead, Florida, where a few candidates have already visited this campaign cycle. Here's Senator Warren and San Antonio's former mayor Julian Castro with their crowd-pleasing messages tonight on those 2 issues.
Gun violence is a national health emergency in this country, and we need to treat it like that. So what can we do? We can do the things that are sensible. We can do the universal background checks. We can ban the weapons of war. But we can also double down on the research and find out what really works.
Watching that image of Oscar and his daughter Valeria is heartbreaking. It should also piss us all off. And if I were president today, I would sign an executive order that would get rid of Trump's zero tolerance policy, the Remain in Mexico policy, and the metering policy. This metering policy.
And back out here live in downtown Miami, I'm now joined with our ABC Action News political analyst, Dr. Susan McManus, and we just heard from Mr. Castro moments ago. And for the few moments he did take center stage, we heard applause. We heard very crowd-pleasing messages from him. They liked what they heard when he did have something to say. Who else stood out to you, and what was their message to voters tonight?
Well, there were 2 others that stood out. Amy Klobuchar, she was excellent at talking about the economy and talking about the fact that guns and so forth weren't easy things, and she sort of went through the steps of how she would resolve those issues if she were elected. The other person that got a lot of time and I think rose a bit was Cory Booker. People had expected him to break out. I think he did a little bit tonight. He was very good on the issue of health care, which is also a big concern of a lot of Democrats.
He also had one shining moment where he talked about what he called private prisons profiteering repugnant. He called it repugnant, which, as we know, private prisons are a big business here in the state of Florida.
Right, and the other issues, of course, there was a lot of agreement on, and every candidate was really struggling to put out a message. Probably the person that might have hurt themselves a little bit tonight was Beto O'Rourke, and he really needed to do well, and I don't think that he really got up to the level that he needed to tonight. But this is, you know, round 1 of the debates. There'll be others.
Dr. Susan McManus, thank you so much for this live breakdown of our coverage tonight. And as she just mentioned, this is just round 1 of 2. Tomorrow night, 10 more Democrats take the stage. The question is, after tonight and tomorrow night, how much will this all resonate with the American public? We'll continue to find out as the hours count on. Tomorrow night, we can look for more poll-leading candidates, including former Vice President Joe Biden and Vermont Senator Bernie Sanders. For now, that's the latest live here in downtown Miami. Ryan Smith, ABC Action News.